Hello, Field of Glory to Armchair Generals. We're now going to be doing battle number 4 of the Antiochos, the third campaign. And let's see here, 221 BC. Achaeus was successful against Pergamon, but despite your initial victory in Coele-Syria against the Ptolemies, the campaign ended in failure. And you have turned your attention to the provinces of Media and Persis, who are still in revolt. You have singled out the elder brother Molon for your initial attack. Well, that's terrible. That nice army that I had in battle number 1 has somehow disappeared. Story goes that as we were crossing into Egypt via the Bitter Lakes, a tsunami just took over and just wiped out most of it. But the true story is that King Ptolemy himself came with a bunch of gold chests and a bunch of prostitutes and started just throwing the money at my army, and about 70% of it just dissipated, and of course then peace had to be made with Ptolemaic Egypt. And now, just to have a few troops in the royal army, and the entire empire is in revolt, separatist movements, of course Molon and Alexander in Media and Persis, Babylon, a tribe called the Parni decided to settle in the province of Parthia, and they're exerting their independence and just doing what they want. And of course, a few decades ago, Bactria split up. And then further east, several Indian kings took over that part of the empire. And now there's even talk that Achaeus in Asia Minor is thinking of declaring himself independent. So if you got to do it right, you have to do it yourself. So now Antiochos III is going to attempt to unify the empire, and he's first going to attack Molon in Babylon. So first, you need to go recruit some troops and start a brand new royal army. So let's do that. Let's check the map here and do some force selection. So that's the core army. Phalangites. I do have veterans. Has some rough desert terrain here. All right, let's pick our army out. Definitely want to just a photo. Let's get 2 veteran armored cavalry. We do want veteran pike phalanx, 2 thoracitai. And let's get a superior war band also. Got to have some hippies with swords that provide the pot to keep the morale of the army up. Cretan archers, definite. Eastern archers, Eastern slingers, light javelin. See what else we can get. Definitely nomad light horse archers. Two light horse and Eastern light javelin horse. We got this is exactly the type of army that I want. A lot of missile units, a lot of cavalry, and the core infantry. But this is going to be some rough terrain to navigate. Let's accept. And now the setup part. Okay, this is the extreme end. We're going to put 2 cavalry there. Put the Gauls over here. These guys. Veteran pike phalanx. Phalanx. Continue down the line. King Antiochos the Great. I'm going to make one change here. Since I want to keep the king in the behind, I'm going to switch. I want the Sistofora to be on the flanks. And let's put Antiochos over here. This is some rough terrain here. I'm going to have to rethink something. I'm going to have to shift. This is better for missile troops on this flank, not that good for cavalry. This is downhill. This could be better for cavalry. So I'm going to put more cavalry over. Take these guys. Put these guys over here. Put the extra armored cavalry over here. We got 3 here. We can go around, take a look. Put 2 over on this end, or just 1. What I have left. Leave a gap here, and let's put 2 in the extreme here. Antiochos in the center. And now let's use our missile unit. These are going to be very, very important. Archers, Cretan archers, Persian archers. It's going to be a little rough terrain here, but I think that will actually benefit. All right. This setup looks pretty good. Let's see what Molon has. All right, the enemy has a lot of troops, but he's got raw pike phalanx. Persian types. Just has some sort of boy here. Javelin men and cavalry. Got a lot of cavalry on his right here, but I have a lot of missile troops there. That's going to have a really good time demolishing that cavalry. I don't know. This is some very rough terrain here. This is very bad for phalanx warfare. However, he's got his infantry. That's going to take a long time to cross. I think my strategy will be to use my missile units and cavalry to neutralize this cavalry. And what is he going to do with his infantry? I seriously doubt he's going to march him right across through this rough terrain and then into the woods. My strategy will be to basically shift the entire army to the right. This is let him get across the river if possible. Because if he just stays put, I can just come right across. But we're going to have to play this carefully here. And I'm going to shift the infantry towards the right. Shift everything here towards the right. Shift these skirmishers to the right. And then basically attack from here on. And this group here of infantry, mostly javelin men, are pretty much going to be isolated from the battle, I believe. And if they do start moving, so there has to be some careful planning here, and definitely how this army is going to react. I think his best bet would be just to stay put. Got the cavalry up on the hill here. If he moves his infantry just right down to the river and stops and up this hill here, that would be great. That would be good for him. But all right, for my first move, I'm going to shift my infantry and my cavalry and these skirmishers to the right. Take my cavalry and my skirmishers and shift them to the left and just start. If that cavalry comes charging, just start pounding on them. I'm not worried about this infantry here. Possibly my 2 cavalry probably break that whole group if necessary. But even by the time that an engagement takes place with these, hopefully the entire center and left flank of Molon will completely collapse and this battle should be over. So let's start. It is no bad like horse archers. There's some rough terrain here. Not that good for phalanx, but we're going to try to keep the phalanx battle over here and get down the hill here. So this be better terrain, open ground, desert. I like a lot of missile units. I think we have more than enough. And this battle is led by King Antiochos in person. And this time, Molon is going to we're going to punish him. He dies. Oh, there he is. Okay. He's dead. Start shifting. All right. Start moving these that away. I really want to take out their light units and their cavalry. I don't know if these are going to be marching straight. But like I said, his best strategy is to stay put or just pick some good spots and just wait for me to come at him. But this is an undisciplined rabble here, so okay, let's continue. The cavalry should shadow. All right, we're moving up. And let's see what Molon does. His best bet was just stay put forever. Yes, does absolutely nothing, of course. All right, let's. Let's not get excited yet. Let's see what abilities the light horse archer. Okay, they can shoot. There's a javelin. Hit this one. Try to get as many shots in units. Try to disrupt them or break them. Terrible. Move over here with this. I want them as far extreme right as possible. So we can hit this cavalry and see if there's anything else behind. If there isn't, this is really good. Oh yeah, we can do it nice. This cavalry can keep them occupied. I think this is just about right. Maybe just one more. We'll shift over one more. And I think it'll be just right to where we can launch our attack. Like I said, there's a little stream here. We're going to have to be careful. This open ground hill. If we're going to line up, we're going to line up here. Or get into the stream. And it's going to be harder for them to attack us. But we'll see. I hope. terrain is very important. And let's start. He starts moving this infantry that way. That would be good too, because he'll split his army. That's some nasty terrain, difficult stuff. There's some nasty terrain here. Wow. Keep these movements hidden. That's, I really want to be more. They're not going to be climbing through this. Our cavalry will kind of go to the left. We should be able to knock out this entire cavalry with our light units and then countercharge it with our cavalry. And like I said, this infantry is going to be rendered useless pretty much. If everything goes right, they're not even going to be in a battle, and this entire line will break. But like I said, it's going to be tougher if he just stays put. All right, let's see what's happening. Oh, we got somebody hidden in the marshes. Okay. Impact with no good. He's up in the hill. These are my best archers. Shoot from that direction. No, let's see. Why not hit the cavalry? Of course. Put some damage right off the bat. Like I said, if he charges and charges in here, then we're going to have some flanking. And of course, we're going to bring our cavalry in. The whole point of the exercise. We could have total cavalry superiority on this flank. So one more. I think putting them here, I think this is going to anchor. This is going to be fine. Let them come at me. I think they're going to eventually, when they see that whole line, I just hope they're going to sit there and do nothing. I'm counting on them to come at me. No firm. All right. See what else there is. All right, we got a good view. Nice thing is we're going to be on rough ground, which is very bad for these units. Let's see, I think we're out of the woods. That's a good phrase. The army's moving to the right. Let's see if they come forward. No, that's a good result. Oh, here they come. Oh, this cavalry just... See how we're going to do this. Fire. One. Fire two. Fire three. Right. Now the cavalry can come to the aid. I'm going to use primarily my cavalry. Start straightening out. This is going to be too rough for them to navigate. Change direction for now. This cavalry will go up here. We should be able to engage these. And if he retreats, we can get some shots. This guy's already disrupted Kirata, son of Vidarna. Okay, let's see if we can get one in. I want to fire. we could knock these out and then get the cavalry to come forward. We can nail the cavalry with our light units and then countercharge them with ours. This is just difficult slope. They just, like I said, this terrain is just useless. This infantry is not going to be able to do anything other than move this away. So I may be able to charge and destroy this entire line quickly enough with the help of the cavalry. Are they really going to try to do some mountain climbing? Oh, good. That's what I thought they were going to do. Oh, this is going to be a mess. This is going to be a terrible mess for them. Keep them coming. I don't want to get in a river situation, but let's move a little bit. He just takes this. Nah. Oh, that was sweet. Way. That was so sweet. Oh, wait a minute. What's he doing? On Antiochos, stay with the program. Completely forgot to move them the whole time. All right, one cavalry gone. This one's about to break. I think I fell. We're just going to have to deal with Doing some serious damage here. Keep their attention that way. I'm going to try to break these as quickly as possible. Take a look from their perspective. This is a 75, they have to. Even if they get pinned on the stream, I can flank them with the cavalry. All right. Let's see what melee is even. I forget anything. No, I think I'm good. Not gonna shoot. I think we can pin them until our right flank completely routs them. The cavalry on the right will be used. Because obviously he has no more cavalry on his left. Oh, this is going to be. I knew they were going to move that way. Retreat. Keep it up. And now what? Turn. Just turn first and face correctly. No. Not yet. This one can flank later and cover that spot. But let's see what we can do over here. Broken. Broken. That's good. That's excellent. They left themselves wide open when not putting enough cavalry. Oh, this is sweet. We're going to sweep around them. Get behind them. stopping us? Nothing is stopping us. There we go. We're going to just sweep right on their flank. More over here. Oh, this is going to be very nice. And this is just going to be one major clusterfuck. I can tell you that right now. Oh, you still want to auto brakes? Move them over there. Let this one here just keep these guys occupied. I don't think they're going to be able to do much uphill, but we can face that way. Come on, guys. All right, so far this is looking pretty good. We're already routed 7%. I can see this cavalry coming down. But even though they can walk into a countercharge or just get nailed by missile troops, that was how he put his entire cavalry on this flank here. I mean, what's he going to outflank? There's a mountain here. My infantry is all the way over here. We're going to keep them in a river area. That'd be good. And in the meantime, we're just going to try to sweep this entire line. We can hold over here and just roll up this entire flank here. And then turn around and just trap them in this valley. And this should be... And there's Molon. I think he's going to die. I just out of curiosity, let's check the numbers. I got 31,000 troops, and Molon has over 55, almost 56,000. Okay. Good. Oh, shit. Here comes the cavalry. At least they're going to send somebody on that flank. engage as many as we can. Okay, don't get stupid. We are pushing him back. I know the Persian cavalry is going to be coming in that direction. Get as many men over here, and then we can decide on the target. Just gang up on them. Oh, I haven't disrupted him yet. No, we're not going to charge. Let them sit there. I want to break this entire line here. Maybe be enough. A lot of men routing. Oh, they're sending their light troops over there, I guess. Oh no, don't. You can get hit in the flank. Okay, I better be careful here. I don't want to get attacked in the flank here. This is the problem when they just charge like crazy. Okay, I don't want to let the video get too long. So I'm going to stop right here and do a part 2. And we'll see how to try to wrap up this fight. But I like the situation that it is right now. This is one big mess here. Okay, I'll be making part 2.